Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty
and justice for all.
Wait, I have a problem with my share screen here. Okay, so the four-way test of the things that we think, say, and do. Larry, you want to lead us in the four-way test?
Certainly. Number one, is it the truth? Number two, is it fair to all concerned? Number three, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And number four, will it be beneficial to all concerned? These are the four things that we think, say, and do.
Thank you, Larry. Okay, this is our Rotary theme for this year. Rotary opens opportunities. And again, I want to welcome everyone. I think we have 6 Rotarians here live at Vermilionville. And
Pulling up a spreadsheet.
But our total participants, I didn't see our total participants, but anyway, at this time, I'm going to call on Larry. Larry has a Rotary Minute, and then he has a special presentation that he'd like to make. Larry?
Good deal. Can everybody hear me? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Danny, can you hear me? Okay, very good. Okay, so for the Rotary Minute, there are a number of different things coming up in the months of July and August to be watching for. The Rotary District did the public image assembly last night on July 23rd. We'll also have his own leadership seminar on fundraising coming up on Saturday, July 18th from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., as well as another one on the 25th on Rotary Harmony on Saturday, July 25th, followed by the District Assembly on membership on July 27th. We'll also be having membership assemblies on August 3rd and August 10th on Rotary Foundation, as well as on Lagniappe and Youth Services. And these will all be recorded and uploaded to the district's YouTube page. And I'll be sure to get the links shared on our club page as well. And the link from the public image assembly last night is already up on there. It's also, I think, important for us to remember what a global organization Rotary is. And Rotary continues the fight against polio, and we continue to be very focused on the worldwide eradication of polio. There are concerns that with the COVID isolation and COVID protocols that there could be a resurgence of some old vaccine-borne illnesses, and it's more important than ever to maintain our focus on polio and on polio eradication. And something else that might make you very, very proud to be a Rotarian is that the World Health Organization is actually talking with Rotary, because the Rotary Polio Vaccine Network that we have developed to get vaccines into even the most remote parts of the world could very well be an essential component of distribution of a coronavirus vaccine if and when that becomes available. And so Rotary is right now more important to the world than ever, and we should all be very proud to be members. At this time, we have a new member to induct, and it's Mary Pritchard. Danny, is Mary present there, or is she virtual?
I don't see her on the list, Larry.
Okay. We were going to do the new member induction. We do have a new member. Mary Pritchard has been approved by the board and the membership. I think she's planning to come today. If she signs on, we can do the induction, or if she shows up to Rotaryville a little late, we can do the induction then. But otherwise, that was going to be it. And then I do see one new member, Michael Schaefer. I see Michael's online.
Yeah, welcome.
Michael, do you?
To the meeting.
Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself? I see you're on mute. Ah.
Here we go. Everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, my name's Michael Schaefer. I unfortunately have been quite busy with COVID, and all this stuff has led to me. I wanted to check out the organization earlier, and unfortunately with just COVID, and I'm actually a CPA, so tax season really changed things for me with travel. But I'm actually interested in joining, and my wife and I moved to the Lafayette area from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we moved from actually my wife had been down here since May of last year. And then we pulled the trigger and moved down here fully myself in October of 2019. And I actually still work for the CPA firm up in Minnesota. I'm allowed to work remotely, but like to get involved with Rotary here and meet the group and meet people as well. And my wife and I were buying a house in Youngsville at the end of August. So we were decided to put down roots down here as well. And my wife went to, don't ask me which one, but she went to middle school in Lafayette. Her parents worked in the oil industry long ago. So she's got some contacts that some friends that she still kept in touch with. So we're not completely new, but new enough.
It's a way for us to get together and get to know each other better. District training participation for there's several opportunities for us to get involved in training. In fact, if we have time, we'll look at the calendar for the next 3 months when we get done with the goals to look at the training and that they have them coming up on the schedule. Annual fund contributions, $2,500. I think the past couple of years, we've been hitting around the $1,800, $1,900 level. But what I'd like to do is set a goal for the club to hit $2,500. And even if we don't do it individually, then the club will kick in, to reach that goal. That's part of our budget. We have Polio Plus contributions of $1,000. We constantly all year long, through the 50-50 and different. I just see Mary Pritchard came on, so we'll probably stop in a second and we'll do our little introduction. So major gifts. When cumulative donations reach $10,000, I have one. So if we have anybody in the club that, and we may have several that are getting close, to this level through their years of contributing to the Rotary Foundation. The Quest Society members won, and this is a commitment for future gifts of $10,000 or more to the Rotary Foundation. Both Vicki and I are both the Quest Society members. We, through our will, at our death, will contribute, I think, each $12,500, to Rotary through life insurance. A benefactor is when you include the endowment fund as a beneficiary in your estate or donate $1,000 or more to the fund outright. Our goal is 1. Service projects, 4. Basically once a quarter, we'd like to try and do some type of service project. A couple of them that I mentioned earlier is the food drive, the clothing, the coat and sock drive. In fact, every time I think of coat and socks, I remember of Troy Sutherland, because Troy was always very active with the post office, for years on helping us collect coats for the needy. Interact Rotaract clubs, 1. And we have a very good shoe-in to South Louisiana Community College. District Governor Yvonne Norman has given me some information that we need to follow up on to try and form a Rotaract club at SLCC. And one reason why this would be very important is because most of these students that go to trade school, they're probably going to stay here locally. They're not going to be leaving the state, like they do in college. So we have maybe a better chance to try and turn them into Rotarians. Inbound youth exchange students, 1, and outbound youth exchange students. And Janine has always been very active in helping with the youth exchange. In fact, Janine is doing better. For anyone that doesn't know, she's been sick for a couple of months, not feeling well, and because of the COVID. And but she just completed our tax return from I think it was 18 to 19, and we got it sent off. So we're in good shape right now. We just need to turn in the most recent numbers and do our most recent tax return and get that in order. RILA participation, 2. Again, this is going to be dependent on what happens with the pandemic. Our strategic plan, yes, we do have a strategic plan. In fact, I think it was started in Adam's year. So we're probably on year 3 of our strategic plan. And I think it was, about a 5-year plan, Larry, that we had kind of set up.
Yeah, it was basically sort of the 3 main things we wanted to accomplish based off of the visioning assessment, and included things, I can find a collaboration with other organizations. Youth services is our primary service interest. So, but yeah, we're moving into year 3 now of the plan that we created as a result of our visioning session.
Okay. And in our online presence, we do have an online presence. Our social activities are going to be 12, once a month. In fact, next week, we had on the schedule for us to go to, I think, El Paso on Pinhook, but because of the issues that are going on, I have a better idea. We're going to still attempt to do something. I drove out to Rotary Point this morning, and I haven't been out there in a long time, but I was quite surprised of how clean it looked. The gazebo or whatever they call it, the covering and the landing all is in very good shape. I was surprised at the number of oak trees that are planted out there. I think there's like 12 or more that have memorials, dedicated in honor of past RI presidents and I think even governors. And so what we're going to do is next Tuesday, we're going to attempt to have a meet and greet at Rotary Point. It's very spacious. It's in the open, it's in the shade, and everyone would just have to bring a chair, and I'll bring a table where we can maybe order a pizza or something and just have a little gathering. I think it would be very safe. I guess y'all can see the screen of us in here in Vermilionville, but the way David has it set up, we're all at individual tables, and it's very comfortable, and the food is good. The gumbo brought back good old memories, and so we're all enjoying our presence here live, but we also enjoy our virtual presence, and then update website and social media at least 6 times during the year. At this time, I'd like to call back on Larry to where he can introduce our new member and inductor, and then also after that we have. I have Teresa that's been flagging me down for a while. She's going to talk to us, but let's go ahead and introduce our new member, Mary.
Yes, indeed. So this is a fantastic way, I think, to start off the new year. Mary, if we were all in Vermillion, though, we'd have you standing up in front of the crowd right now, and I don't know if that would be more fun or less fun than sitting at home in front of a computer. But I'm going to go ahead and formally induct you into our club and welcome you as a Rotarian. And so, my fellow Rotarians of the Rotary Club of Lafayette North, and this is an induction that I got from Governor Harold, past Governor Harold. I have the good fortune today to welcome Mary Pritchard into the membership of the Rotary Club of Lafayette North. Her name was proposed by Rotarian Teresa Roloff, who is our club's president-elect for this year. Mary, membership in Rotary is an honor and a privilege with corresponding duties and obligations, including service on club committees. Today, you join over 1.2 million Rotarians worldwide in 35,000 clubs in over 200 countries around the world. You are truly part of a global organization. And as a Rotarian, you will be able to participate in all 5 avenues of service and regularly attend club meetings. And when absent, there are opportunities to make up at one of those 35,000 clubs, and including numerous other online learning opportunities. By joining the Rotary Club of Lafayette North, the community will now know and judge Rotary by your actions. And because of this, membership in Rotary must be limited to those who possess the qualities that will further the goals and ideals of this great service organization. And know that you have been selected for membership because your fellow club members are confident that the image and ideals of Rotary are very safe in your keeping. A single word of advice as you join today is that Rotary is like everything else, and that you get out of it what you put into it. And based on what Teresa has said about you and shared about you, I'm quite confident you're putting a lot into it. You will embrace Rotary's motto of service above self and become involved in our club's many service projects. Congratulations, Mary. You are at this very moment the newest Rotarian in the world. Welcome to our club.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mary. We look forward to making you a very hardworking member of the Rotary Club of Lafayette North.
I look forward to it.
At this time, I'd like to for Teresa. She has a couple of comments.
Mary, Mary, I want to welcome you to our membership. I'd like to say to all of our club members that she's been a very vibrant member of the community in all her time. She's actually a native of Lafayette, but she had spent a stint in Colorado, and even there, she made her mark doing good things for the community. I want to let you know that we do have a packet here and a pin and a badge and all the good things that will help you to visibly be a Rotarian. But I know that your main your main thing will be be a visible Rotarian when it comes to actually doing help in our community and helping us facilitate all the things that Danny talked about. And I just really am happy that you got the approval of our club, which is like one of the best. I mean, we're a small club that does a lot of work. So with that, congratulations. If you were here, I would probably throw the patch. So anyway, welcome to the club. And at the same time, welcome to everybody that's here. I mean,
Yeah. And Mary, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Thank you, Teresa, and thank all of you. I look forward to joining in the service of Rotary.
Right.
Very good. Okay, at this time, I'd like to discuss, three of our main projects that we have that we've been doing for years now. And one is a new one that we have on the schedule, the bowling tournament. And I went over to the bowling alley this morning because I've been trying for weeks to contact the bowling alley, and they wouldn't return my phone call. So I wanted to go see if there was some kind of notice on the front door, and sure enough, there was a notice saying that the governor's, I can't remember exact wording, but they're shut down for right now. So bowling tournament is not 100% off, but we're going to have to start looking for another fundraiser. It's possible that it could happen because it's still 2.5 months away, and then it could still even happen in the future, sometime in the future. The next project, our Super Bowl. Super Bowl, I think, has the highest possibility. We really don't know yet, but we'll find out probably within the next month. Because I think the NFL has been doing a lot of talking. We've been seeing a lot of stuff in the media. Everybody wants to see football come back, but exactly how it comes back, we really don't know. We still have plenty of time because by November would be when we would start selling the squares. Festival International probably has a high chance that it would be virtual, based on what I'm hearing and understanding. I mean, there may be some type of activity on a one-day event type thing, but I think it's going to be virtual. And so we need to keep an eye still focused in that direction. We need to go to meetings and stay up to date on what's going on, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to lose our project because we're not paying attention and trying to be a part of it. But in the meantime, we need to get creative. Just like we're getting creative right now with the live meetings and the Zoom meetings. I think it's all working out very good. But what we need to get creative, and Lindsay is in charge of our programs. And so if anyone has any ideas, we do have a process that we have set up to bring to the board on any ideas. And but just one idea that I had that I passed by her while we were talking the other day, it just kind of clicked in my mind, and I was thinking, what about an online silent auction? In other words, where each member could go and get an item, try to get an item donated, or specifically 2 items, maybe around a $75 to $100 value, and we would have a silent auction, and we could involve every Rotary Club in the district. It could be virtual, it could be anybody, but it would be a way for us to possibly raise a certain amount of money virtually. These are the kind of things that we're going to have to start thinking about because of the situation with the pandemic. So, if anyone has any ideas, pass them by Lindsay and me, and we'll start working on it. You know, we need to start talking because time is going to fly by, and before we know it, we're going to be into next year. This next screen that I have, if I can get it to come up. Okay, I'm pressing the button and it's not moving. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Just looking a little bit ahead on our calendar, we're already at the 14th of July, and on the 18th, there's a zone leadership, and Larry might have already mentioned this, but there's a zone leadership seminar on the 18th. We're gonna do our meet and greet, not at El Paso, but at Rotary Point. So if anyone would like to come join us next Tuesday, I'm thinking probably, 6:30 or 7 to where it can be a little cooler. And we'll have to bring a lawn chair and whatever you want to drink, whether it's water or a beer or we can bring a bottle of wine and we can share some wine. But we can also invite somebody that might be interested in Rotary to come and just get to know us. On the 25th is a zone leadership seminar. On the 27th is a district assembly by Zoom. And then on the 28th is our next club meeting here at Vermilionville and live. And Josh Guillory is scheduled to come and talk to us. I haven't heard anything about him canceling. So hopefully he'll be able to come and tell us about all the, I'm not going to use the word, but hoopla that he's been having to go through with the city, since he's become a new leader. But it'll be interesting to hear his story. On the 30th, we're going to have our second board meeting. And the reason why we are going to have our board meeting a little early is because I'm going to be backpacking in the Rocky Mountain National Park the following week. So I'll be thinking about y'all when the weather's about, 40, 50 degrees, But anyway, we're going to have our board meeting right at the end of July. Then going into August is membership and new club development month. On the 3rd will be a district assembly. So there's a lot of opportunities for us to get to know about Rotary. These are all free, easy, in your home, sitting at the table, learning about Rotary and what's going on in the district. On the 11th, we have our club meeting here, and we have Drake LeBlanc. He's a young filmmaker from Lafayette that's going to come tell his story. I read his story in Acadiana Profile, and I think it's going to be very interesting. I have no scheduled meet and greet for August yet. On the 24th, District Assembly by Zoom, and then the 25th meeting here will be Matt Gerber with Shelter Box. And Ryan Farmer got Matt to come. I think he's coming from Houston, somewhere in Texas. And he's going to come and talk to us about Shelter Box. And this is very interesting. You're going to want to be on Zoom or live here with us to hear about Matt. And in September, we have our board meeting on the 1st. Our club meeting will be Holly Howat. And Larry got Holly to come and talk to us with Beacon Community Connections. And then we'll have our meet and greet on the 3rd Tuesday. And then on the 22nd is our club meeting. Meeting district. This will be our district governor. This is when Yvonne Norman will be coming in, and the board will be meeting with her at 10. And then the rest of the club will be meeting with, and this will be on Zoom. This will not be, we won't be here at Vermilionville. Everybody will be on Zoom. And then the bowling tournament I had scheduled for September 27th, and that may or may not happen. Probably more likely that it won't. But we still, I think, when we tried the bowling tournament right before the pandemic, we had about 10 to 12 teams. So I think if we can be prepared to still have those 10 or 12 teams, we can probably pick up real quick if available, and we can try to make a couple of $1,000s for the club, which can go towards our scholarships. And that's all I kind of wanted to go over. I didn't want to go any further into the second quarter. But during this first and second quarter, and I don't know if it'll be in September or October, we will do the food drive, and where we'll collect through our members, food items that we can donate to a local food pantry. And then we will also do a coat and sock drive before the end of the year. And I guess I kind of got through some of this stuff a lot faster than what I thought. Does anyone have any questions?
Danny, I have a question. This is Lauren. Hey, is somebody updating our Facebook page with these dates for socials?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Is somebody going to be updating our Facebook page with the social dates
I think-
or sending out calendar requests?
Yeah, I think Brian is going to be helping with that.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Help from anyone. I would just say probably talk to Brian and coordinate with him, and we'll work on that. I think he's pretty much working on all kinds of different. In fact, Brian's going to talk right now. Hold on.
Okay, great.
Actually, I'm going to be looking for people that want to help on the public image committee. I'll be posting a lot of things myself, but I can always use some help. So if anyone out there would be interested in helping out with some of this, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I know my little Star Wars shield that I have on here looks kind of all the glare from all the lights and everything, but can y'all see what it says on here? Service above self. I tried to download some of the logos from the website to put some little Rotary logos on it to make it kind of dress it up, but I couldn't figure out. I was able to get it downloaded, but I couldn't get it to open it up because it takes some kind of fancy app to open the stuff up, and I just can't figure it out. I'm going to get Larry or Brian to help me out to how to download some of this stuff from the Rotary website.
I love the shield, Danny. It looks great.
I feel like Star Wars. That I'm a Star Wars. Okay, well, if no one has any other questions, I'm pretty much done. I think we had a good, successful first try. Well, I see Teresa dancing in the back. She's wanting to say something else. Hold on.
Yeah, I'd like to say that Janine actually tested negative this morning, so that's good news. She's so happy not to be considered infectious anymore. And also, I would like to volunteer to help with the public image stuff. And Brian and I have talked a little bit about possibly incorporating some sort of connection with AOC, community media. He has some experience from that from before. I love the idea of a silent auction, but also I'm wondering, we talked a little bit about bingo being a fundraiser for Polio Plus. I think that's a great idea. We did it once before, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, virtually, it was fun. So we could do that and expand it beyond our own club to all of our Rotarians in Lafayette and other cities that are close by that want to partner. We could do this on a regular basis. Anyway, that's, I guess those are my questions, and they're all statements.
Okay. What I'd like to do is just again encourage everyone to please, take advantage of the free Zoom meetings that the district is putting on, and not just the district, but the zone, to learn about Rotary, especially for Mary, for being a new member, but even our old members. There's always something to learn new about what Rotary is doing. And so the only way now to really, and it's really, very easy to do, in the comfort of your home. So take advantage of that and invite people to come and learn about Rotary. And with that saying, in this meeting, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.